It is New Music Monday, guys, and I want to talk about someone who, since I found her on YouTube, has kind of really inspired me despite being kind of offensively young. Incredibly successful despite being a lot younger than me. How old is Emma Chamberlain? Miss Emma Chamberlain, the Queen herself. She is 21 years old. I mean, I guess it could be worse. But basically, guys, if you don't know, I'm a radio presenter. I've worked in radio for 10 years, pretty much. My first radio show was in 2013 on student radio. I've probably interviewed, over the course of my career, 300 plus people. So I know a thing or two about interviewing just by pure volume of it. And, you always get a lot of people coming through in the industry, YouTubers or whatever. They get put in spots where they're doing interviews with high-profile people. And so often I'm kind of there and I'm a little bit bitter because I'm like, oh, I'd be doing a better job. But when Emma Chamberlain was first brought to the Met Gala by Vogue, I watched a couple of her interviews and I was like, this girl's brilliant. Wow, I couldn't be jealous or salty because she is just really, really good at interviewing. And YouTube can be a bit of a toxic and negative space. This will be going on YouTube chat. Twitch can also be toxic, so everyone say hi, YouTube. I wanted to talk about Emma Chamberlain in a really positive way and talk about what she's doing that I think makes her such a brilliant interview. So we're going to react to some of her Met Gala clips.
Oh, no. Get over here. Oh, no.
Which side you want me on?
Right over here.
Yes, ma'am.
How are we going to, outdo what we did?
We don't have to.
Look at the warmth, man. Straight away, look at the warmth. As an interviewer who's worked with a lot of bands, the one thing I hate with interviews is how cold and standoffish they are. My least favorite kind of interviews are the ones you get on Match of the Day when the managers have always finished the match and they're standing. You don't even see the interviewer on camera and it's basically like an interrogation. And straight away when Emma is doing interviews here, I can kind of tell that whether she means to or not, she is doing everything she needs to do to make the person she's speaking to feel comfortable and calm, like they're just chatting as friends.
It's us.
It's just us.
His expression is pure I want to get with you the whole time. That's why this went viral the first time they spoke.
Timeless partnership.
Do I just start this out by being who are you wearing?
If you want.
Okay. So who are you wearing tonight, Jack?
Thomas Hilfiger. What are you wearing?
What am I wearing? Don't interview me now. I'm wearing Miu Miu, but basically I already did the carpet. I went into the back room, changed into a comfy outfit.
So now you're relaxed.
So now I'm so chill.
All right. It's great to see you.
It's great to see you.
That's a long hug. So yeah, I mean, I know these are very short interviews. These are very short clips. But I think the thing here is the second pet peeve I have as a kind of experienced interviewer is people who are burying their head in their questions. They're reading off a piece of paper. This is the Met Gala. She's doing it with Vogue. Emma doesn't have any prompts, okay? So she has a short interview with these people. She doesn't even think about, oh, what question am I going to ask? It's more of an interaction. It's communication. And that's why I think she's so brilliant, because she's not one of these interviewers who does laborious research and then finally gets in front of the person and won't even look them in the eye. It's the emotional intelligence I think this girl has. It's why she's so successful so young. Let's watch another one with Kylie and Kendall Jenner.
Exactly measured myself, but I think
Oh my god, she is so much taller than Emma Chamberlain.
I'm 6'7".
She's the
Jack
tallest
Harlow.
person in the room. I was looking for her. I'm like, oh, there's the tallest person.
No, but if you need to find me, I'm up here. If you need me to tell you who's around, I can tell you.
This is amazing. I know you can see everything tonight. Okay, so I love
You
this.
look gorge.
Thanks.
I love your style.
Wait, you guys,
Yeah.
wake
You could
up,
be the third
sheeple.
Jenner.
I'm the third Jenner.
It's the dark
Wake
hair.
up.
You see, I just love the way she does her interviews, because I think, some people are like, oh, interviewers shouldn't impose themselves. It's all about who they're interviewing. I disagree, okay? When I'm interviewing a band, I want it to kind of be about me as well. Emma is just so good at kind of engaging with what the people in front of her are saying and reacting to it. And one thing that I so rarely see interviewers actually do, even big people on big radio stations, it's crazy they don't do this. They don't actually listen and react to what's in front of them. But Emma here, it's she's just ad-libbing. She's just using her kind of personal warmth. These interviews, you get barely any opportunity, but it's like speed dating, okay? You have 90 seconds to become friendly and warm with these people. And Emma just has a particular talent at doing that. Kendall Jenner is a Death Grips fan. Is that facts?
But I feel like
it's
that's also our personalities.
Yeah,
Very
what's
different.
your biggest, I don't know, differing trait? What really sets you two apart?
I think
And that's cool, because that's a question that she's clearly kind of thought up on the spot. That's when you get to a really high level of interviewing, a lot of it is reactive. Like Zane Lowe's interviews, when he's showing artists around the studio, it's much more like a conversation. And I always try and do that. I think conversational interviews are the way to go. And it is funny that you get interviews that are really, again, high up, done by high profile people that are more like standoffish, interrogative than reactive. And often it's really hard to like let go of your notes, because it's a bit of a like comfort blanket. It's a bit of a like a stabilizers on the wheel of the interview. But when you do it, you can often get some of the best moments. Like I've had in my interviews, like I'll put one of mine on in a little bit to show I'm not just gassing and I actually know what I'm doing.
Okay, so tell me all about this.
She looks like a cat.
I mean, who made it? Wow. Okay, so something a little different. So what was your inspiration for tonight? Be honest with me and go into detail. So what are you excited to see in there today?
Fucking Doja Cat, man. I mean, this is like, and there is nothing Emma can do here. She's stunning. And this is a good example. This is an awkward interview, right? Emma's doing everything right. And the person she's interviewing is just very Hollywood. They're just very Hollywood. They think that this is subversive art, dressing as a cat and meowing at an interview. When anyone in their right mind would just be like, what the fuck are you doing? Central C reference.
Is it your first Met? I'll see you in there.
Emma did well. She didn't lose her cool. She did her best. I hope the comments are roasting Doja Cat for this. This is, yeah. You see, Emma handled this perfectly. So now Billie Eilish, we love Billie, and we love the friendship between Billie. Straight away, guys, look, half the time you're watching interviews of people, and the interviewer might be interviewing Alex Turner. They look like they can't even be asked to be there. Emma Chamberlain sees Billie Eilish, she's like, oh my god, Billie. It's like, this is really basic, like, emotional intelligence that sometimes when people are interviewing, or a lot of the time when people are interviewing, it just switches off.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh god, I'm sorry. This is so. Who is this? Who made this?
Simone Rocha, my girl.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I just love that friendship. Billie and Maya
This is
hung out.
something
That's
kind
so
of
sick.
okay. Like this is so you, but also it's like something I've never seen you in before.
Oh, thanks.
What was the inspo tonight? Like what was on your mind?
I want to do layers, lots of textures, lots of fabrics, materials. Like I wanted things hanging. I wanted things like. I wanted to just be like kind of thrown.
Yeah.
Side note, Billie Eilish is a fucking genius and a visionary. My mate does stage visuals for her, and he told me an anecdote where before her first album tour, she would like send him sketches because he does big stage design graphics. So if you see an artist and you've got the TV on in the background, like he's the guy who actually makes that. And apparently Billie would like talk directly to them even when she was 17 and just like sketch out what she wanted it to look like. And that's why I hate people who call Billie an industry plant, because she was like so much in creative control with Phineas throughout her whole career, even before she blew.
Or do you feel like you're chill before you go out there, or do you think or do you freak out a little bit?
I've been pretty chill all day.
That's a really good question as well, because it's straight away, it's like, it's relatable. She's like, oh, I feel this way. Do you feel this way? And it's just a nice way of kind of, it's an equal footing interview. Like, I will show you guys what I'm talking about here.
Do you think this squad are with you? Have you got the backing of the whole dressing room? Are they playing for you?
What is that? Play for me.
That the players give 100% effort?
Are you calling the players dishonest?
You see, straight away, I know this is a lot more journalism, but any kind of interview, right? You're never going to get a good interview when you're this guy, whoever he is, off screen. I mean, he's doing, I guess you'd argue, a good job as a journalist. But I would love to see people going into interviews with managers, not trying to harass them, not trying to interrogate them. Even, you look at the difference, he's there by himself. They're standing facing each other in the frame. There's a massive camera like here. The difference between that and Emma, who is standing next to whoever she's interviewing, the body language, the warmth, is just so much better. Every time, it's like they're standing by themselves. There's no humanity. There's no humanity in these interviews. And really, an interview is just a human interaction, and that's why I get wound up when you get interviewers who are just so shit at their jobs that there's no humanity to what they're doing.
I want to talk to you.
No, I want to talk to
tell
you.
Tell me about this.
This is Miu Miu. You're wearing Miu Miu.
We're Miu Miu babes.
Ah, wait, tell me all about this.
Do you love?
I love it so
Thank
much.
you.
It's so
Do we like
glamorous.
fashion
Do you feel like
chat?
you're more of a character tonight or more of you?
Ooh, I feel
Good
like
question.
I am the character version of myself.
That's such a great way to put it, because it's like, I feel like, we do get dressed up in a way that's like a character, but it always has to feel us though too. Always.
There's like different veins of ourselves that we bring out on the carpet.
I think what I like about what Emma does is I kind of think if I was in that situation, I'd do exactly the same thing. It's like you're listening to what they're saying and then you're trying to. She's thinking out loud, and thinking out loud in interviews is actually a really good thing to do because it's like train of thoughts in conversations. And she's always so positive. She gives a positive response. She's not like judgmental. She's friendly, engaged, polite, doesn't speak for too long, gives them room to breathe. We love fashion. Yeah, facts, Leandra. I'm wearing independent fashion. If I was going Met Gala, for real, I'd get Bene Culture, who are an independent Birmingham brand, to probably like design a bespoke outfit for me. Because then I'd be like, carrying Birmingham with me. So manifest that one. Mother. There's a reason why Emma's interviews are just really fun to watch. And, football interviews. Here you go. Right. Okay, this is actually a good example. Okay, so this is Heather Watson. This is one of the biggest British tennis players. And I'm sitting in this chair at this press conference, okay? This is, it's a stressful situation. Everyone is asking you questions like, so how do you think the game went? How do you think you played? And I'm like, mate, I'm here with this person who's a human being. I want to actually get something interesting from her. Want to catch up?
Yeah, I'm actually quite embarrassed that I love it so much.
Look at her face. Look how actually engaged she is.
So addictive.
How thirsty is Maura?
Oh yeah, you saw that one.
Yeah, that was
oh
a poll.
my gosh. Yeah, it's just like my guilty pleasure. I will definitely watch it tonight.
Would you want to see a tennis player's equivalent of that one? Do you think there's any people who could be going into the villa?
Oh, I hope not, because they've got a lot more going for them than going into Love Island.
So straight away, I'd got a question. Like, I was fucking nervous there. This is like, I was younger, okay, and I'm talking to Heather Watson, who's one of like the biggest tennis players in the world. Yeah, look, 160,000 followers. Well, she's not one of the biggest in the world, one of the biggest in the country. And I'm like, okay, I've seen on her Instagram story that she likes Love Island. I'm gonna ask her about that because these Hughs and these Jeffs and these Daves in their iron shirts who dominate sports journalism would never think that there is actually a human behind the sports person they're speaking to. And what I love about Emma is that Emma seems to immediately see through the whole celebrity of these people, and she always just looks for the humanity. So the long-winded point I'm making is that, effectively.
Like reapplying my makeup. One moment.
This is the iconic moment.
Am I doing good?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we wearing tonight?
A suit.
Okay, by who?
Givenchy.
Amazing.
Dark chocolate.
Amazing. So are you like comfy with this stuff now?
Oh yeah, I'm a vet now.
You're
it's
a
my
vet
second
now?
one.
We're so chill right now.
Yeah, we ain't tripping. Nothing internally going on.
No.
At all.
Did you have any like freak out today? Did you have like a moment today where you're like, actually, I might like, maybe I am freaked out?
Did you?
For sure.
Okay, then yes.
Okay, perfect. Oh, so you're matching my answer.
I just want to make sure we're comfortable.
On the same page.
Yeah. The food is so
Back
good.
when he sucked.
I know.
There you go. You know what's up.
I
I
know
don't have to
what's up.
explain it to you.
Well, I'll see you in there.
Can't wait. Love you. Bye.
Love ya.
Her expression there is so good. I just fucking love her. She's such a vibe. She's so expressive, and I think being an expressive interviewer is really important.
Hello.
Amanda Seyfried.
You look beautiful.
So do you.
So how do you feel?
I'm ready to get on the carpet.
I get it. It's like, it's exciting, it's fun, it's magical, but it is stressful, and you just want to be in and out, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's an event, and we have to show off our outfits.
Right.
I mean, there's been a lot of work is put into every single thing that we're wearing, so we have to be the good models that we are.
Totally. It's like we're holding everyone's art on our back. It's there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, my back hurts actually.
And this is interesting because you can tell, like, Amanda Seyfried, I don't know if there was a cut there, but Amanda Seyfried's clearly uncomfortable at the start of this interview. You can see her body language, not because she's talking to Emma, but just because of the whole setting. And the first thing Emma says is, like, I get it. I get it. I know it's nervous. And she makes her feel at ease. And straight away, just by a bit of humanity, now she says something random about her back. And Amanda Seyfried's like, oh, my back hurts.
I know, me too, actually.
Yeah, God, it's a lot of stress. No, I'm kidding. It's great. I'm happy to be back.
Amazing. Who are you wearing?
I'm here with Cartier.
So, yeah, look at her smile here versus start of the interview, okay?
Beautiful.
So do you.
So how do you feel?
I'm ready to get on the carpet.
I get it. It's like, it's exciting, it's fun, it's magical, but
You can just see in the space of a minute what she's doing. Hey, Elf.
Exactly.
We're just saying nice things about Emma Chamberlain.
And we have to show off our outfit.
Like, look how uncomfortable Amanda Seyfried looks at the start of this interview. Obviously, because of the whole scenario. And Emma Chamberlain manages to kind of take her out of that and just make her feel comfortable so quickly.
I'm gonna go have fun.
You're gonna have so much fun, and I'll see you in there.
I'm so happy to meet you.
So happy to meet you. It's such a pleasure.
It's like all the celebrities really like Emma, and I think they like her because they see her and she just seems to really be on their side and humanize them. She's like the anti-TMZ. And what's amazing is that she's made on YouTube, so she's an authentic person who's just come up like that, and I think she's just loving every moment. Queen Suki is here. I have the fattest crush on Suki Waterhouse. You know, it's just not like that. It's not gonna happen because she's dating Batman.
Who's this?
This is Fendi, but designed by Carl. So I feel very. It's SS 2019. So it's one of the last collections that he
Summer season.
he created. So I feel.
It's so beautiful.
Thank you, babe.
So you're on tour right now.
Robert in the background. Robert in the background. There you go. OTP.
Kind of am. I'm not like so much on tour, but I'm doing a couple of shows
Okay, you're
every
doing
now
a
and
couple
then.
of shows.
Yeah.
We'll say
I have a
you're on
show.
tour.
Okay, I'm on.
Did Robert just vape as well? It looks like he's got a vape in his hand.
I'm on tour. I'm always on tour. I'm on like festival tour.
Are you more casual
Yeah, because Suki's kind of a full-time musician now. She's sick.
on a day-to-day, or are you
Look at him there.
somebody who treats every day like the runway? What's your vibe?
I struggle with an everyday, bringing it every day. I think most of the time I kind of struggle just, being washed and together. So, but I very much like to have like, special moments.
So good to see you.
Look at Ashley Graham. She's
Oh!
wearing Harris Reed and it's
She looks
insane.
really good.
Look at Robert Patterson.
Oh, that's so cute. Wow.
Hey.
I'm moved by this.
Hey, Ashley.
You look
I like the way they don't just acknowledge that that's Robert Patterson. I guarantee that Emma Chamberlain is a fan of Twilight, so I feel like she would be like under the surface. Shall I show you some of my clips from my interviews? Like the one with More where we do shout out Suki. I think you guys know Suki Waterhouse. Do you like her music as well? Because for me, like good looking, some of her music, discovering that I knew her obviously as like a muse. I can't think of another word for Suki, but the fact that her music is just so ethereal and so incredible, like good looking especially.
Joe interview,
Are
one
you
day,
inspired
one
by
day.
her music?
Definitely. It's about us, actually.
About you?
Yeah, that one particularly.
Good looking. It's about you.
I think, yeah. Yeah, and Coolest Place in the World was about Kane's studio. I'm pretty sure the whole album is about Kane.
Like I don't want to blow my own
Oops,
trumpet.
is about-
I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but it's like I see, I think the body language that I see in myself, because I know I've worked really hard on it. It's like Emma's doing the same thing. It's like you're engaged, you're smiling, and you can see the body language of the people you're interviewing. Like I get compliments on my interviews because I've worked really hard at them. And so when I see someone like Emma who's in a really good position, and I'm like, man, you're doing like a better job than I do, and I've done it like 6 years, 7 years more than you probably. I'm like, just fair play, that's cool. Big up Emma Chamberlain, she survived. Tim Senna at Joe Rogan.
Do some of your dance moves.
Are you in love? She means Joe Quinn, by the way, because I met Joe Quinn at this gig from Strange Things.
Moves is about this.
She knows about the moves.
No, Suki's.
Follow the neon lines.
Suki's amazing. Shout out Suki Waterhouse.
There she is. We did, and Suki Waterhouse's reply to this was lol. Here you go. Are you ready for like fetus Tim Senna? This interview was acclaimed. It got 34 likes on Twitter. You guys ready for some absolute chaos? George is a vibe. I think she's engaged now. Cool. So I'm joined here post Vitality Super League netball win by George Fisher. Straight away, I'm like, I'm sick of this. There was a debate over who was taller out of two of us. This is like baby Tim when I was like Oakley from the Polaroids band we interviewed earlier.
Okay.
I think we're kind of neck and neck.
Yeah, we got it
Feeling
now.
good, George?
Yeah, I'm feeling amazing. I'm just like, I'm well shaky though. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I mean you're shaky. I could just see your reaction. You were just so like full of joy at full time. So, I mean, how would you sum that up? Just the amazing fans, the amazing season, and what finished it.
Oh, it's my first Super League final and we won, so I'm like absolutely buzzing. Like, you spend
buzzing.
week in, week out with these girls, and you see the blood, sweat, and tears goes into
Yeah.
it. And then to finish it off like that, we're a new team. We started off, and we got our style, and then we just won.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh.
And I feel like there's kind of some beef with Manchester Thunder because they've got the yellow, you've got the yellow. But I reckon today we proved the Wasps yellow is the only one for.
Oh, by far, Wasp Yellow is the only.
So adorable.
yellow.
Oh, thank you very much. My point is like sports interviews don't have to be fucking boring. It's just the people who do them are boring, and it is their fault. There's no such thing as like a boring interviewee. It's always a boring interviewer.
I feel like this is the most comfortable dress I have
Cardi the
ever
Queen.
worn.
Her skin is flawless.
Amazing.
Yes.
How are you
Wow.
gonna sit?
So, no, I'm actually changing because I cannot sit in this dress.
Oh wow.
Amazing. I'm
Yeah.
excited to
That's
see that
Vogue Secrets
outfit.
Exposed. But there you go. Basically, The sit rep is Emma Chamberlain is a fucking fabulous interviewer, and she started doing Met Gala, I think, when she was still a teenager. She might have just been 20. And I was just like, it is phenomenal how good she is. And I wanted to put the energy out there going, Emma's amazing. Because I hear so much like people being negative, be like, oh, this person's shit, that person's shit. I'm like, hold up, Emma. Emma is fantastic.